All right, Kenman here, and today we have a fun yet familiar unboxing from Kizer. Why is it not in a shipping box, Dan? Well, my buddy Dave watches the channel, saw us talking about Kizers on the live the other day, and was so generous as to decide to buy one and just give it to me while we were on our fishing trip over the weekend. What a great guy. Let's get into it, right? Yeah, I just got back from my fishing trip and haven't been able to post in a while. You know, I had some problems with my tooth. Everything's getting better now. I'm going to get back in the swing of things. 2025 is here. It's time to ramp the channel up and go crazy with a new unboxing from Kizer. It is... what is going on? A Momo. Woo! Normal Kizer pack. You got the nice cloth. Couple cool drop bear stickers, and as always some extra screws. Awesome thing that Kizer does, gives you those extra screws in case you do strip one out on occasion or something. Here's a little info card. Let's get this all aside. Momo. I have 3 of them now. Giddy up. I didn't know Dave was picking this up for me. The new ones just came out last week, and I had to order one of those versions of them. I probably wouldn't have had I known, that Dave had picked this up for me. But you know what? I really appreciate it. Great guy, great friend. We had a really good time up at the fishing trip. I didn't get to film as much as I wanted to. The phone service wasn't great. I did one video, it was 5 minutes. It took over 3 hours to upload. Shut up, Dan. Let's talk about the knife. This is a Kizer Momo. This is the original Momo, front flipper action. We have 154 cm, and then I believe this is all aluminum on the handle. Is that correct? Maybe look stuff up here, Dan. Aluminum with a steel liner. All right. Man, this is a big boy. Boom. So that front flipper, you can index finger it or thumb it over. Great action on this thing. The front flipper is huge. If you do struggle with front flippers, you don't like them as much, whenever you see one, look where the pivot is and look where the action for the flipper is, because the higher up the flipper is from the pivot, the easier it is, the more leverage you get on it. It's just that much easier to do. You could have one that's probably right there with this whole thing cut off, and right there you would still be able to front flip that, but it would require a lot more pressure to push from that location. So if you are turned off by front flippers but you're interested in one, look at where the pivot ratio to where the top of the flipper is, and that might kind of help indicate on how easy it is to flip around. Struggling, of course. Every time you film, stuff goes wrong. All right, I love this knife. I've been wanting it for quite a long time, as I said in some of the other videos. Then the mini Momo came out, and I had to jump on that. Super excited about it. As soon as I got it, opened it once, I was like, yeah, why am I holding out on the big one? This knife is super cool. So then I saw that the new versions came out. Kizer's been releasing a lot of really cool stuff lately. If you're interested in anything, use that link down in the description. Sorry. And it does help out the channel a little bit. Man, this feels good. Who has a Momo? How many do you have? Look at the size of this. No real forward choil, but it's just that front section, and then it curves up right there that you can get your hand kind of locked into that position. But look at how much handle is left over in the back. I have a large hand. This knife is a beast. That aluminum looks real nice. It's very clean. I love 154 cm. Got the Kizer logo there, that little 154 written there. Momo, and the maker's mark on this side. So it's a very, very clean design. Just a couple of screws, the pivot. I dig it. Clip cannot be swapped to the other side, so no love for the lefties, which is fine. Lanyard, Edyards fit right through there if you're one of those. Jimps, I said on the other ones as well. The jimps are basically all up the front of there for that front flipper, which is great. And they kind of hide and receive, you know, they're bumped up. You can feel them, but they're kind of sitting right in the handle. You know, Kenman likes a good jimp. I would like those jimps to go all the way out to there, but that's just me. It doesn't end the knife. This feels great in the hand. This is a user. What do you use your Momo for? Comment below. Enjoy these unboxings. Hit that like button and subscribe if you'd like to see more. Okay. This isn't going to be a full normal review since I've already unboxed the mini and the regular last week. So we'll just kind of do a little compare and contrast, enjoy the knife a little bit, try to decide what we can do for some tests. Here is the other Kizer Momo I just picked up. This is one of the new versions. Aluminum on the bolster. This has a 14C28N blade and then a micarta handle. Real clean look, but the action is identical, feels the same, size is the same. I'm not sure if parts are swappable or not. Sometimes if they're made a little different, if one of them is titanium, that might not be as much of a swappable thing. The liner might be a little different, but these both being aluminum, same size, they may have swappable components. Not that I would, but this has silver liners, this has black liners. You kind of swap a few things around, make it kind of unique. Or put the black screws on this one, the black pivot on this one, and put the silver on here. What does everyone think? Should I try to swap something out, or should I just leave them as is? Which one would you carry and use? Obviously, I like the 154 CM on the one that Dave gave me a little bit more of that. I like that blade steel. It's kind of one of my favorites. Nothing wrong with 14C, but I can do the dueling Momos. Boom. What knives do you have more than one of, and why? Boom. Here's the mini Momo. I got the Christmas version. They had several different, or they still do, have several different really cool versions of this knife. The Christmas one was a limited edition. This is 165 out of 200. It has S35 VN on that blade steel and then a titanium bolster. So a little bit high end on the materials for the mini. And look, the mini is still a full-size knife. I got my larger hands. There's still a bump sticking out there. This is a solid using knife. If you're just looking for a daily carry that isn't too big, the mini might be the way to go. I'm not a huge fan of the Christmas colors, and it's something you wouldn't necessarily want to carry all year round, or maybe you would. If you would, let me know. Like, yeah, Kenman, I carry that one every day. Well, what I did notice about the texture on here, you can see the shadows. The red section is raised up. It's like another level over the top of the white, so it has that texture to it, which feels nice in the hand, but when you put that in your pocket, that is a pocket damager right there. The more you go in and out of your pocket with that right there, it's going to scratch and rub up against the jeans or whatever your pants are made out of, and kind of slowly start to fray away at it faster than something that drops in the pocket a little bit smoother. So I got to get that CNC machine running so I could make some custom scales for it. What should I make them out of? Micarta, probably. I would say besides titanium, micarta is probably my favorite handle material. I just like the way it feels in the grip. You can get it wet. Not that I ever really get it wet, but you get it wet and it still holds that grip good. What is your favorite steel? Or not steel. Well, you can say that too. What's your favorite blade steel between these three? S35VN, 154CM, 14C28N. You see this one here. But what's your favorite handle material too? Did you get a Momo, and which one did you get? I saw some aluminum handled ones that had some colors to them. They looked really cool. I love this knife. Thanks, Dave, for giving me this gracious gift. Maybe I'll use one for a giveaway sometime. Get yourself a Momo. Great different style, great action, great all-around knife. If you want a smaller size, you pick up that mini. Stay sharp. See you soon.